It's the grandson of right thought. Welcome back to the School of Marvelous Light. We want to piggyback off that last message. And we really want to bring clarity to this, what we've been talking about the kingdom of heaven and the simplicity of it, the easiness of it. The thing that we are required to do to enter into the kingdom of heaven, is it easy or is it hard? It's easy. So then what's the hardness? What's the hard part of our life? It's the sin. It's the error. See, because every circumstance, watch, it's so easy. Every circumstance that comes to your life has one of two ways it can go, either good or bad. That's it. It can't be both. It's going to be one or the other. It can either be good or bad. Now, who's determining that end? You are. So if you make a decision, if you choose to accept a thought that is not in alignment with the end, you see, not in alignment with the end, then you're going to go off course. Here comes the pain. See, here comes the hardship. What do you mean? Getting back to the path, because you've been lured off of it and you're a sheep. Christ told you that to really make it clear that you would understand what happens to you when you go astray. Like I told you guys, as a young child, I spent a lot of years on a farm and was able to watch the sheep, cows and chickens and pigs and all that stuff. But the sheep especially. And I also had the opportunity to see what happens when a sheep goes astray. Well, the coyotes make light work of that dude. Yep, seen it with my own eyes. Sheep went astray and he got ripped to pieces by a pack of coyotes. Okay then? Well, that's what happens when you go off. You get ripped to pieces. And you come back broken. If that's not true, then how come the story of the prodigal son is there? To illustrate what I'm telling you. That when you go off on a wrong thought, you end up getting stripped of your royalhood. You get put down and made a slave. Like he said, you're a slave to sin. You're a slave to the wrong thought. That's what sin is. You chose the wrong thought. We'll make it so simple and so easy that you can't deny it. Two people are, let's use boxing since it's a one-on-one sport. No other minds are involved. Only the two minds of the men in the ring. If one of them is thinking in his heart, I suck, I'm afraid, this guy's stronger than me, he's faster than me, he's bigger than me, I'm going to lose. And the other man is saying, I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm faster. Look at the way he's using the name of God. I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm better. I'm winning this fight. Well, what do you think is going to happen when they get in the ring? And then everybody in the world will say, well, he was intimidated before he got in the ring. He lost before he ever got in the ring. How are you guys saying that, but denying the kingdom of heaven is within you, what I've been describing to you? How can you say such a thing? That somebody lost before they ever did it because their confidence wasn't there. What does the scripture tell us about confidence? Confidence is faith in the unseen thing. I have won already. Do you see there? I'm already at home after the win, celebrating my victory. You're still talking about a fight I won already. Now you're in the kingdom of heaven. This guy's here talking about what he's going to do to me. I've already did what I'm going to do to him. That's why I'm calm. That's why I'm at peace, because I really believe that. So I have no reason to fear. See what I'm trying to tell you? That's the kingdom of heaven for that boxer. So then it applies to anything you do. It doesn't matter the profession. The principle applies. If you are confident in what you are doing before you do it, then that is the power that had made it work for you. It's not just, oh, it just happened. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is a showing. It's like when you make a movie, right? There's a bunch of scenes chopped together to make one streaming endless scene, or in other words, one movie. But there are many scenes, and some of those scenes look good and bad. But you know that the end result, they're all going to come to that end result. So if you're watching it with a friend, and you know the star of the movie, you know they're going to succeed. But of course, the movie made it look like it was impossible. So now your friend's watching it with you. You've already seen it, they haven't. They're like, they're not going to make it. And you ain't saying shit because you don't want to ruin it. You don't want to be a spoiler. They're like, they're not going to make it. It's impossible, man. His friend got killed. He lost everything that he had, lost all his wealth, his money. It's over for him. But you know that he wins in the end. Like the movie, The Pursuit of Happiness. The same thing. It's the same principle. The pursuit of happiness happens within you. You don't pursue it outside of yourself. But everybody believes that. Okay, I'm wearing this shirt, but I'm not happy. But if I wear that shirt, then I'll be happy. Well, what's more important, the body or the clothing that you put on the body? And you'll say, the body. So then I'll say, well, why are you not happy with what you put on it? Because you judge with the eyes and the hearing of the ears, which is when people say, ooh, he got on Versace. Ooh, she got on Prada. She got on Balenciaga. Ooh, she must be really cool. No, it doesn't actually mean that though, does it? And then you'll say, no, it doesn't. So then why you act like it do? Why do you still give it energy like it does when you admit yourself it don't? It doesn't make you a better person because you got a label on your clothing. We all know that. We're not too stupid here, are we? I mean, a child can understand that. Child don't care what name brand you put on them. They literally don't care, but parents care because they want to be looked at as a certain way. See the tomfoolery of judging wrong judgment? You're a good parent because you gave your child a bath and put on some brand new expensive clothes on them and took a picture. So you're a great parent. None of that has anything to do with parenting. So then we're proving it once again. But they run around doing it. Oh, we going to a get together. You buy your child a brand new outfit, new shoes so that your child looks good for that get together so people think you've been parenting them good. It's so stupid and silly because it has nothing to do with the heart of the matter. The good parenting shows in your child's activity and character. What your child does honors the father and the mother. Any person can sit there and say, oh, Dad, I love you. Oh, Mommy, I love you. See, I've honored my father and mother. That's a lie. You honor them by what you do with your life, what you make your life about. Now, I sit up here and make my life about bringing people to the kingdom of heaven. So what did my mother and my father do for me? So then I honor them by sticking to my guns, by not giving out, by being who I was made to be. No sense in me running from the truth. My mother said, I prayed for you, son. I prayed for you. And I told God that if he gave me you, and your father had a son, his firstborn son, if he had one, I would dedicate him back to God. And so I did. So don't disappoint God, is what my mother told me. And who I'm talking about today. That's how you honor, from the heart, not with words, not with going to your mom's house and buying her a nice new Cadillac so she can cry. See how great of a son I am? Get my mom this new object. Okay, it's cool and everything, but what about your heart? How do you feel about your mother? Can't stand her ass, man. She's wicked as hell. She's evil. Fuck. See, that's the truth of the matter. But that's what everybody does. That's what married people do. So they don't enter into the kingdom of heaven when they're acting like that. How can you enter into the kingdom of heaven if the kingdom of heaven is within you, but all you care about is what's on the outside of you? This is why the world don't listen to me, because look at what I'm saying. Really think about what I'm saying here. I'm knocking down all of their idols. Idols means what you think is more valuable than I am. Something outside of your body is an idol. Balenciaga. Oh, Tom Ford. Oh, Bugatti Veyron. Mercedes Benz. People are so ignorant. They sit up there in their car. They make sure that you can see the label on the steering wheel and the headrest and everything, so you know exactly what kind of car they're in. Oh, yeah, I'm just out here about to go to the store. And okay, well, why are you flashing all of these logos and everything? So people can think you're something. But you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. And you ain't got nothing. All that Balenciaga and all that Bugatti Veyron and all that, somebody else's ass will be in it when you're gone. And God said don't take his name in vain. Solomon said all is vain. Yeah, all outside of you is vain. Isn't that what he said? Under the sun? Everything that's under the sun outside of my body is vanity and vexes my spirit. It actually makes me irritated to see you people run around thinking that that's what makes you valuable. And it's not. How kind can you be today? How much patience can you exhibit? Huh? And you can only exhibit those things if you dwell in the kingdom of heaven. Can't nobody be kind if they got wickedness in their heart, because as a man thinketh and feeleth in his heart, so is he. So is he. Your words don't mean a damn thing to a nigga that don't judge outward appearance. Do it. But y'all still do it. Y'all still do it. Y'all be talking crazy as hell as soon as your phone rings. Hi. Yes, this is I. Okay, yeah. I'll be there on Monday morning, 6 o'clock, bright and early. Alrighty then. Have a good day. Your husband and your wife ask for a sandwich. Fuck you. Make your own damn sandwich. Wait a minute. What happened to the... Yes, I'll be right there at 6 o'clock. What happened to all that? Well, I'm trying to impress this person. Why? So they can give you some money. See? You're trying to impress them with the way you sound? Yeah. Yeah, I know. You also put that suit and that tie on to impress people how you look too, huh? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so how come you put that on when you went to court? You didn't put it on when you were playing video games in your basement. So why in the hell you put it on when you go to court? Now, I'm going to be your heart on the inside of you. Because, man, when I go to see the judge, I want the judge to think I'm an upstanding citizen. But this is what you're going to say to me on the outside. Because, man, when you go to court, that's what you do. That's hard to tell a nigga who been to court with a suit on and knew why he was wearing it. See what I'm trying to tell you? Ain't no hypocrisy up in this house. Can't lie to me. I was that nigga standing there with that suit on, and I knew exactly why I had it on. And now you got one on, and you telling me it's a different reason you have one on than when I had mine on? We weren't wearing it for the same reason, to try to impress the same person? Okay, you believe that lie if you want to. That's what you do in this world. Now, my kingdom is not of this world where you do that to people. Yes, Christ wants you to come before him with a suit on to try to get him to not give you the judgment you deserve. Y'all are silly if y'all believe that. Come on now. Come on, listen to that. You do that to the judge, but the righteous judge, you can't do that with. So then why are you doing it to the earthly judge? Because you're trying to have two gods, material God you're trying to serve. But the suit on, that's the material you put on your body. You're serving him to give an illusion, to deceive. You can't do that with Christ. Christ don't see no damn suit on you. He see you. He see your heart, because he's a discerner of the hearts of men. You can't change that quality about him. Doesn't matter if you don't like it either. That's what he is. So then there's no need in trying to sugarcoat, dress nothing up. That's why you see the grandson right thought. Don't give a damn about doing that in front of you guys. If Abba were to ever change my situation and allow me to have changeable apparel and a closet full of clothes and all that stuff, if that's the way he wants it to be, I will gladly accept that. But I have already shown you by my labor and my work and laboring in the garden that I have already proved that it is not about that. I don't wait until I get a lineup before I make a video. I don't care about that. I don't wait until I've ironed my clothes before I put them on. I don't care about that. I really don't. Because if you look at that and then you say the grandson of right thought ain't nothing, then you're a fool. Then you're a fool. You don't know what's inside of the vessel. Now, what kind of foolish person does that? Goes to the grocery store, buys a box of cereal that's completely empty, but the box looks beautiful on the outside, so he buys it. It's light as hell. He picks it off the shelf. He's like, yep, gonna get these Cheerios here. Shit empty as hell. Where's the Cheerios? Oh, shit. Damn. Yeah, you might have should have made sure something was inside first before you bought it. But y'all are not doing that with your wife. You're not doing that with your husbands. You're not doing that with your friends. You're not doing that anywhere you go because you don't think that's value. You think the outward show is value because it's proven itself to work for you. Yeah, deception has. Now, how long you want to use that to get along? Well, since deception worked, I fooled my mom. I told her I'd be home at 12. I put a little dummy in my bed with a fake head on there, and she went and looked at my room. She thought it was me, and I jumped in through the window 2 hours later. Man, nigga, you couldn't even really have fun because the whole time you were out there partying, you were scared as hell that your mom was going to pull the sheet back and see it wasn't you. So you couldn't really enjoy yourself. You couldn't have peace truly. Everybody doing hard work. I told you, if you don't believe what I'm saying is true, check your scriptures and see. The Israelites cried out when they were in Egypt. They cried out because of the hard labor. That means hard work. That's right. You have a choice, Israel. He said it. Choose this day who you will serve. Choose. And then in the New Testament, you see the same thing come up. You can't serve two masters. You got to choose. The kingdom is within. So then you'll either be outside serving the kingdom of outward appearance. See, very simple. Or you'll be inside laboring in the kingdom of heaven. It's that simple. You can't do both. You can't do both. It shouldn't matter what you have on. And see, that's the same thing. It goes both ways. Like I said, a man could come with a big ass gold chain and gold teeth and jewels all over and stacks of money, and he may have a heart of gold too. So you don't judge him on his outward appearance either, because you don't judge anything on outward appearance. You just stop doing it. You see, you stop doing it. And when you stop doing it, guess what happens to the deception? It stops working. And what is it working on? Your feelings. That's it. It is an outward showing to make you feel something. They have already premeditated in their mind what they're trying to make you feel. They just hope you go along with them and feel it. That's all it boils down to. They hope you go along with it and feel it too. Nigga, get on the news. Yes, over here in this country, there's a horrible outbreak. This is going on and that's going on. And you're on the other side of the world. You start screaming and crying and getting scared. See, it worked. His idea worked. It worked. But in the kingdom of heaven, it ain't no sickness. He already told me that. Nothing offensive is in there. So then let me go in there. Okay, what does he say inside of there? He says 10,000 are going to fall on my right hand, but it shall not come nigh upon me. See? So your little outbreak going to kill a whole lot of people according to you, but it won't kill me because I don't go along with your thought. Just like, we're all going to die, David. Look at the size of this guy. David didn't go along with their thoughts. A king doesn't go along with the people's thoughts. He establishes the thought, and then he gives that to the people. What do they say about Christ? He teaches as one who has authority. See, lawgivers come out of Judah. Lawgiver is somebody who tells you how to keep the law of God, what the law of God actually is and how to do it. You see that? Judah's purpose on the earth. See why they tell you other things? Now, you guys can't deny it. Like I said, when you talk about God's people, the Negroes on the earth, you can't deny they lied to about who they was. Now, the whole world agreed on that lie. Now, just to prove Psalm 83 is actually happening, are black people actually called black people? No. Nope. So how come the whole world in Confederacy calls them that? Because Psalm 83 said they did. And why are they doing that? So that I'll go along with them. But I'm the king on the earth. So therefore, I am the lawgiver. So then I'm going to establish new thought on the earth. See how they're working? Peace, be still. We're all gonna die. That's the Gentiles. We're all gonna die. Christ, peace, be still. See? You know who you are. No one else can try to change it. You have to believe them. Don't you see it? You got to actually believe somebody else when they say something to you. And we all have done it. We all have believed the lie. Oh, you're ugly. Damn. You may not even say nothing outside, but you start looking in the mirror. You start second looking. You're like, wait a minute. Maybe my nose is a little crooked. Maybe I ain't as handsome as I thought I was. That's because that person said that to you. All you have to do is deflect it with the shield of faith. The faith is the ending of where you want to be. You're ugly. I'm handsome. Ting! So I just bounced off. I'm handsome. You know what the hell she's talking about. And if you keep insisting on that, that same girl that called you ugly will be calling you handsome too. If you just insist that you are. That's why you always see a bunch of ugly dudes with beautiful women. Because they talked what their thoughts were and they didn't deviate from them. Girl, come on now. You know you think I'm fine. You know you think it. You've seen guys do this all the time. Alphas do it all the time. I'm irresistible to you. I see you looking at me. She'd be like, no, I'm not. I'm not thinking about you. You like, Well, now she is thinking about you. Because you saying, yeah, you is. You can't stop thinking about me. That's your thoughts. Now y'all are doing chess. Y'all are making war. Or in other words, what y'all call it in the 3D world, playing hard to get. See what I'm trying to say? He's trying to get her to come over to his thoughts. She's trying to get him to come over to her thoughts. Simple as that. It's just that simple, y'all. So when you see that and you know that, and you hear Christ tell you something so easy to understand, which is, it's easy to do. Okay, now that I know what the doing he's talking about is, which is taking a moment. Look how easy it is to do this. Something happens to you that makes you feel afraid, scared, something wrong, something that doesn't match your faith of what you want for yourself. Okay? Every day you want gladness. Every day you want joy. So when the days are not glad and joy, you still maintain that feeling through it. That's called fighting the good fight of faith. See? You see that? Now he says it's easy. Now watch this. Something negative happens. And when it happens, you know in that moment, now activate my faith. Speak against it. I'm late. Okay. I'm right on time. Yeah, but it looks like you're late. But I'm right on time. So I don't understand why it matters that it looks like that when I'm actually this. See what I'm trying to explain to you? And it would just conform to that image. It will literally conform to you. Your walk will conform to that feeling. Nothing can stop it from happening at all. That's why it's called power. You see? Now, power is not effective, or it is not activated without love in it. Because he already said that if you do something without love, you have nothing and you are nothing. See? If you don't do it with love. So love infuses the power and activates it, makes it useful. So then, are you thinking loving, powerful thoughts of yourself by saying, I'm dumb? Now, if you were telling God, I'm dumb, what would God tell you? He would say, oh, yeah, that's a great thought to have. See how simple this is? You see how simple this is? You stand before God and you say, I'm stupid and ugly, God. God's the one who made you. You're going to tell him that? Well, Moses did. I don't talk right. I made you. I made you talk like that on purpose for a divine reason. And you're telling me that that unique way you talk is wrong? That's why it's unique. So it can be remembered. Listen at Mike Tyson talk. His voice will forever live on. As long as we live, and we're going to know his voice. It's because it's unique and distinct from everybody else's voice. As soon as you hear it, you see his image. You know it's him. My sheep know my voice and they follow after me. A distinct voice. One that's set apart. But when you want to fit in with the crowd, being set apart is terrifying to you. Hear that word, good. When you want to fit into the group, to be set apart from it is terrifying. It is so scary to be singled out. See? That's why before you went and bought your clothes, you looked around first to see who was wearing what, who had what, so that you could get the same type of things, maybe a different color, but the same thing, so they can say, oh, wow, man, you're in the club too. Yeah, it's a little something lightweight. Just went out and copped that today. Man, you in the club, you got one too. See? Now you got to feel it. Vainglory. It ain't gonna last but a minute. They only do that for a minute. When your thing fades, so does the praise of men. You see? And that's not loving to yourself. You think it is, I understand. But giving yourself temporary satisfaction isn't loving yourself. Christ said, I came to give you eternal. That's why he says it. Because you're giving yourself temporary satisfactions that don't please you, that make you wore out, that you labor for. You labor to be able to pay your bill, to have that moment of relief to say, I paid it. Whew. Finally got that off my back. It's coming back next month. It's coming back again. Then you're going to go through that feeling again. So we want to have an eternal rest from that. It's already done. It's always done. Always has been and always will be. Now that feeling that goes with that, that's the substance, baby, to make it taste sweet. Y'all hear that today? Get it then and do it. Still around Mr. Allah.